Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about small wheels versus big wheels. What's the differences? What's the pros? What's the cons? And everything in between. I'm going to try and just give a quick rundown of the differences. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there is a lot that you can unfold on this topic, but I just want to keep it simple, straight to the point. So let's start with the small wheels first. With small wheels, that's your more street skateboarding style. The small size of the wheel allows for quick acceleration, but it has a slow top speed. It also allows for a quicker pop, as your board is closer to the ground, which means that when you're popping an ollie, your tail doesn't have to move as far before it touches the ground. And that's great because that gives you a better response, it favors flip tricks, is generally more agile. Alongside that smaller size, smaller wheels tend to be a lot harder than bigger wheels. That's all to do with geometry, but we'll talk about that in another video. Generally, smaller wheels are much harder than larger wheels, and that brings up a problem. The smaller wheel, coupled with the fact that it's much harder, means that when you're riding over rough ground, that small hard wheel is finding every little crack and falling into it and every pebble. So it makes for a much rougher ride. It also makes for a harder ride. So there's kind of a trade-off there. Now with the smaller wheels being harder, that works in their favor as well with street skateboarding when you want to do slides. Things like no slides, blunt slides, popping a 180 and sliding the last 90 degrees. It allows for more freedom whilst doing tricks. So let's talk about the big wheels now. These wheels generally tend to be a lot softer. The reason for that being that they're more suited towards bowl skateboarding and like vert skateboarding. And whilst you're going really fast in a bowl, you don't want any slide really. You want your traction to be there. The size of the bigger wheels allows the skateboard to reach a higher top speed because it's a bigger wheel. It takes longer to accelerate, but the top speed is going to be much higher than those small wheels. And then in comparison, the fact that it's a soft wheel and it's bigger, instead of finding all the cracks, it's now just going to ride straight over them. So it's going to give you a much smoother and faster ride, which is perfect for when you want to be going much faster for things like vert skateboarding or bowl skateboarding. But for street skateboarding, big wheels don't work. And the reason they don't work is because the bigger wheels being softer, they kind of act like a bouncy ball. So if you're jumping off of something like say down sets, or you need really good board control to pop into grinds, that bounciness is gonna throw you off. That's why street skateboarders tend to have the harder small wheels, which are much more agile and precise. A couple of other interesting little facts to note with each is the use of risers. So this is a small piece of plastic that goes in between your trucks and your deck. And generally with larger wheels, you need a riser because the large wheel can't fit between the truck and the deck. And you get what's called wheel bite, where the wheel touches the deck and effectively works like a brake, making you fall off and hurt yourself and you look like an idiot. So the riser gives a bit more room between the board and the axle of the truck, meaning that you can fit a larger wheel under there. But the problem with risers is that it's effectively like a dampener or a shock absorber. And I think I can speak for a lot of street skateboarders on this matter that we generally don't like risers for street skateboarding. It gives that same feel of big wheels, kind of like a loose, floppy, not much control. So we like to do away with those. And doing away with those creates a stiffer board, more accurate precision. It lowers the center of gravity, which means you have a quicker pop. And they're not necessary to fit a smaller wheel between the axle and the deck. So that's the general scoop on small wheels versus big wheels. It's a very shallow scoop and we're not going too into depth today. I'm going to make more videos on that, but I hope this quick little video helped you to understand the main differences between small and big wheels. Me personally, I skate 54mm Spitfires. Let me know in the comments below what kind of wheels that you skate. Thanks for watching this quick video. Please hit the subscribe button if you did like the video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Get out of here, you creep!